In this video lesson series that has several episodes, we are going to study the laws of thermodynamics. There are four governing laws in thermodynamics: zeroth law, first law, second law, and the third law. Out of these four laws, third law is more of an interest in the field of statistical mechanics, but not in the engineering thermodynamics. Therefore, we will confine our studies into the first three laws. However, I will very briefly introduce the third law because it helps you better understand the property entropy emerged from the second law of thermodynamics. In fact, entropy is perhaps the most confusing concept you will find in thermodynamics. It is important to notice that you cannot mathematically prove the laws of thermodynamics. These are empirical laws that explain the characteristics of the nature. For example, it is a well-known fact that a hot cup of tea kept on the table will not get even hotter by absorbing heat from its surrounding. That is, heat transfer from a cooler body to a hotter body does not happen by its own. And the second law of thermodynamics helps us explain this scientifically. If any process found to violate these laws, at least at macroscopic level, is simply a fake process that has no existence in the real world. If you look into the timeline of thermodynamics and the timeline of atomic structure, you can see the laws of thermodynamics were emerged long before scientists developed an understanding about the atomic structure. It was only in the early 20th century Niels Bohr proposed the atomic structure. However, the laws of thermodynamics started to emerge after the first industrial revolution, which is famously known as the Industrial Revolution, that took place between the period from mid 18th century to the mid 19th century. Sir James Watt steam engine was instrumental in the Industrial Revolution. This is a model of James Watt steam engine, and this device is called the governor, or to be precise, flyball governor. This is used to control the speed of the steam engine. In fact, even today, you see these governors in turbines to control the speed of the turbine, and that is how you get the AC electricity or your grid electricity at a fixed frequency. These are a couple of images of those old engines that dominated the 18th and the 19th century industry. I captured these images in a place called Museum of Science and Industry located in Manchester, United Kingdom. If you visit in the UK in future, maybe for your higher studies or maybe for a visit, please pay a visit to this particular place because it is an amazing experience to walk through these old machines that accelerated the advancement of the broad field of energy. Before entering into the core content of this lesson series by ending the introduction session, I must emphasize you that the laws of thermodynamics are very robust. While there had been a paradigm shift in science from Newton's force of gravity to Einstein's curved space-time, the laws of thermodynamics were left intact. Therefore, even if you cannot have a mathematical proof of the laws of thermodynamics, you must not keep any doubt about the validity of these thermodynamics laws, at least in macroscopic level that they were originally developed. With this little introduction to the laws of thermodynamics, we can move into the core content of this video lesson series.